Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Hope you're having a lovely day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone it is for you. Welcome to more coverage of the ALttPR 10-year anniversary special. Lots of days of amazing races ahead. Today we are running on a vintage build from April 3rd, 2017. On Restream we have Rollin Tankier and Hitman, and a bunch more people in the race room besides. Your commentators today are Tracy and Fear Agent. Folks, how are you?
Oh, great. Looking forward to some old action.
Yeah, amazing. All right, I'll get out of your hair, and best of luck.
So I'm gonna ask you, Fear Agent, what was the first version you played on?
I want to say it was version 29. I think so. It was
That
after this, which would be.
I know my first. I started on 30.
Okay, it might have been 30. It was 2018. This is 2017. So this is pre.
This is
my
still
time
before
for sure.
that. Yeah, because I know you didn't. Did you do the 512 Swiss? That was version 39.
I did not.
I started
no.
29. And then I believe the fall tournament went to version 30 because that's when they started doing all the. Let's choose whatever flags and have like all sorts of weird stuff going on.
Yeah, I remember when 30 was released. So I was playing towards the end of 29. So we're not even there yet. This is 28. Nope. So we're going pre my time. This was the introduction of Open, which we'll be playing today. So there will before this, like if you saw yesterday's races, oh my gosh, I missed those so much. Bomb upgrades.
Oh yeah, the bomb. You know, it's funny.
Bomb and arrow upgrades. I miss that stuff.
I don't miss it that much, but it's
so much fun.
Yeah, I mean,
why not?
Yeah,
it's great.
No, I don't. I'm not saying. I mean, it's fine. I don't have a problem with them back in there. I remember when they changed it, I thought I would miss it a lot, and then I realized it was like, oh, whatever. It's fine either way.
Bring it back. I'm a petition.
You want it back?
Bring it back. Yeah.
I mean, just give me a refill when I pick it up. That's all. I think that was one of the issues. Is it didn't give you a refill when you picked it up? I think if it gave you a refill, people would be fine with having it back instead of the bombs and the arrows that give you your 3 bombs.
Yeah. A lot of quality of life
nice treeful
upgrades. Yeah. Here. So if you watched yesterday's races, all the text boxes were still there. A lot of the randomization.
Did you see that? It was a mitts. Wait, do we have a glove already? Wait a minute. That was okay. I'm really confused now because it looks like mitts and we don't have a glove yet. And that was
I don't know if progressive items were a thing yet. Yeah. So there's a lot of times you could find a sword, you could find a master sword, you could find a tempered sword.
Yeah, you could find gold sword first. This must still be before progressive items because I swear that was mitts on the lumberjack and Raylin checked it and Hitman did not. So that could become an issue later on.
But there's a lot of things like they did the map check and it showed which crystals and pendants each dungeon were. Yep. And then yesterday they didn't shuffle the pendants and crystals because that wasn't a thing yet. So a lot of changes going from version 1, basically, which they played yesterday, to version. Yep. This is called version 28, but it's basically version 2. There's our first glove.
Okay, so it was mitts. It was absolutely mitts on the lumberjack.
Yeah, it wasn't just another. So
it's just so you could get if it'd been switched. So say Hitman had picked up mitts there, you could still have the glove on the lumberjack ledge if I'm not mistaken. And then you're like, oh hey, I've got mitts. I don't have to worry about that glove.
Right,
but
don't need the glove.
But mitts are somewhat required in this. This is not cross keys that you and I both play a lot of, where mitts sometimes are just a suggestion and just a time waste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is open, so they're gonna definitely need those mitts.
Oh, there we go. Red mail. We went from green to red. Okay. Now, I imagine, I know there was a version earlier on where you could actually get downgraded if you picked up, say, the blue mail after the red mail. I think we've fixed that at this point.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the updates because there's a lot of updates that happened right away. And the version 1 update on the VT site can no longer downgrade Titan's mitts to power gloves. So that would have been a problem.
That's kind of important.
Yeah, and so in this version, you really want to get to Hype Cave because that's where the name Hype Cave came from.
Yeah, yep. Oh, look at boots. We got boots. I mean, we know we have to have boots.
And that's why it was called Hype Cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was, again, that was before my time in terms of watching, but I've heard stories, so yeah.
I mean, you see all the names that we're used to, right? Cave 45, yep. That's called Cave 45 because it's the 45th cave on some map or whatever.
Some map, yep, some random map that,
yeah,
yep.
that numbered all the caves, and that one just happened to be Cave 45. And all of them are numbered on this map, but that's the one that kind of stuck. Hype Cave, I have no idea what you'd call Hype Cave if it wasn't for this version of the randomizer.
I don't know,
where it was always hype. You got to get to Hype Cave because that's where all the good stuff is.
I always argue that hype is before you get there, and like after you get there, you know, it doesn't always look, you know, like I mean, you and I grew up at a time where the Super Bowls were always hyped up, and there were never any good ones.
Yeah.
They were all blowouts.
So now it's true hype.
Now we've had a lot of really good ones lately, but like, yeah, there was a time where it was like, yeah, it was just yawners. Race game. A
vanilla book, and it looks like Hitman does want that money.
You know, I could see this is the kind of thing that I often will not scout the race game because it's like it's harder to justify going back for 100 rupees. Now, on the other hand, if you see like 1 rupee there, then you save time. We'll see if Raylan goes
in non-keys. In non-keys, I'm definitely scouting.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm also not going back for 100. It's just too early and too much of a time sink to get.
Yeah, and if you absolutely need it, you can still have. We've got a glove already, so I mean, you could always farm the 50 rupee cave if you absolutely have to. It's not ideal, but you know.
Where did Raylan get the shovel?
I don't know.
Hitman doesn't have that mark.
You know, Hitman has it on his tracker. He probably just forgot about it. He's gonna check Lumberjack now. Oh no, he might check Lumberjack after he does Bonk Rocks.
No, Hitman did. Didn't Hitman? Hitman was the one that did Lumberjack. Yeah.
Is he? I thought it was Raylan. Okay, either way, one of them scouted it, one of them didn't. So Tom will take. We figured out that this is the version where where items weren't progressive, but they don't downgrade you. So those are actual gloves. The mitts are sitting on Lumberjack. And do back of the.
There was in the race last night, and I don't know exactly why this happened. The mitts were in Link's house, which was a standard mode, but it appeared as
gloves.
The gloves,
which caused a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
And there was a big technical, I want to say Codeman came up with. Somebody wrote a big technical reason, and I didn't understand most of it because it was attributed to the sprite changes, and that turned out not to be the reason.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because of the way that in vanilla, your sprite colors is like the sleeves or something on Link changes color. It's not something I've ever noticed, but it is, the different gloves give you different colors in places that are very hard to see.
This is not a potential Agassiz. This is an Agassiz.
This is 100% Agassiz. Yeah. See, there's a mirror shield. I'm sure our shield haters are gonna love that one.
Yeah. No progression there.
I mean, actually, it's not really progression, but this is probably still where Laser Bridge needed a mirror shield or a safety item, so kind of progression. But one of the reasons why I didn't mind that change is because by the time you get to Laser Bridge, if you don't have enough health to just tank the lasers, then how did you get there so early? You know what I mean? Right. We're not boots locked in desert, but it doesn't matter because we have boots.
Boots. No fire source.
We can't beat this because we have no fire source.
It's a pendant, so you're not really worried about it anyways.
We hope you see both items in the front, and then you don't have to worry about it. Unfortunately, that I don't think that can happen anymore. Have we seen the middle chest?
I think so.
He's got the big key and the small key, so I guess yeah, the right side could have something. So he's gonna just scout this, and then he'll go back and do the right side, probably into a Gina, would be my guess.
Oh, the mushroom.
Yeah. Oh, he saw it. Yeah, you gotta grab the mushroom here.
We didn't have hints yet for sure.
I thought hints were V30 because that was like the big thing is they added hints in V30 and then they made them optional in 31.
Yeah. I remember when the council started around that time, and I was a part of the council. That was one of my big things to try to get removed.
I hate hints.
Yeah, I hated them too.
When I was playing V30, the number of times I got a hint for a glove in either Turtle Rock or Ice Palace, just not useful. There's a lamp in, yeah.
So we can.
Well, we can. I wouldn't. I don't think there's another.
No, you can't beat it. We don't have anything to kill. We don't have anything to kill.
Oh yeah,
Landmo.
we have no. Yeah, I mean, I don't think bomb Landmo is a logical thing. I mean, I guess you could do it if you had enough of them.
They got bomb upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, we could have enough of them in this.
Didn't see any more cave, but I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe go to fake flipper to a water walk to something. Without 500 rupees, I typically would water walk to the man under the bridge. Also, I know you all can't see this, but I'm looking at Raylan's tracker, and it looks like the old cross product tracker.
Oh, nice.
Which is the precursor to Dunka's tracker, which is the precursor to the current Muffins tracker. It's probably the most popular one right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, no chests. Okay, we don't have the chests in the
waterfall. So yeah.
Yeah, the waterfall. Yeah, so that was later.
Is it just the vanilla, like throwing a sword or
I
throwing a
assume
boomerang?
So.
Raylan with the lamp and the key is going to give us a look at Dark Cross.
Yeah, that's smart. Bombos under the bridge, so that's interesting. I think that means that the fire rod has to be available for... Okay, so because Bombos would be one way to get into Ice Palace, but the fire rod, but with with it being behind the flag, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you get the flippers and then you get your Bombos and then you got your Ice Palace X. So never mind, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It's meaningless.
Trying to figure something out that doesn't matter.
I mean, why not?
Put the pieces together somehow.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got a hook shot. We have a glove. We have a lamp. That tells me let's go up to the mountain, right?
Seems like a good plan.
Raylan's gonna check out Mini Moldrum Cave first. Still don't have our Moon Pearl.
No Pearl and no Dark World access, even if we had the Pearl. We know it won't be through the mitts.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
The hammer might show up. It is often, you have those Aga seeds where, in this case, you don't mind if it's Aga for Dark World because, you have to get the mitts anyway. But if it's not Aga for Dark World, then whichever one of our runners did not actually scout those mitts, it could end up being pretty sad.
I think because they have to go up to the mountain by lifting the rock, and they've got the boots, I think pretty much everyone's going to scout that.
Yeah.
I understand putting it off beforehand when you don't have the boots, but if you're not fluting up to the mountain, you have the boots, go check Lumberjack before you...
Yep. That's a very common time to do. And our runners are kind of flipped on their checks right now, so we'll see. Raylan also doesn't have Zora money, so probably going to do a similar play to what Hitman did.
wonder if does auto tracking work normally?
With all everything stuff? I've seen says that it might. Like I think that it was like the warnings that auto tracking got guaranteed to work type of disclaimer.
We should also go back to 2017 rule set, right? So no icebreaker, no diver down.
Yeah. This room kind of sucks when you only have. It
looks like they're able to quick swap, right? They are quick swapping, right? I haven't seen anything. So
well, quick swap legally was 2020 fall, I want to say. But it was available before that because a lot of the entrance tournaments used it.
Right, that's right. But in a regular open, you were not allowed to use.
Correct. There's a lamp for Hitman. Also, interestingly enough, we're talking about our Dark World axes. We don't have any swords or cape, so like we can't even do Agate yet.
All right, so it looks like Raylan is going to head up to the mountain, and again, I think he'll check out Lumberjack here. I'm trying to think what else was not allowed. What other glitches?
Well, some of them were just not found yet. Like, I mean, Icebreaker and Diver Down, and I don't think Harapot had been found yet. I think Harapot was 2019.
No, Harapot wasn't found.
Because I remember it being used in the first tournament I called races for, which was the 2019 tournament, which really was like 2019, 2020. I remember.
Well, there goes. Did Raylan must have been the one that checked, right?
Yeah, I thought it was Raylan that checked it. Now, Hitman needs bombs. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's going to go turn in the mushroom. I mean, we're okay without bombs right now, but that 0 is alarming.
Yeah, doesn't have his hook shot yet, so still needs to go to Hyrule Castle. Did the back, but didn't do the Dark Cross because didn't have the lamp yet.
Yeah, I mean, he's already done the back, so he might just do the front. How convenient. A bottle. That bottle is convenient if you want to buy a blue potion or something, but we have no money, so not happening right now. All right, nothing in Spec Rock Cave. We get a free heart if we want. No, we can't. We don't have a mirror yet. Never mind. Cannot get to Hera.
Like Hitman's gonna pick up some bombs.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
I think because right now it's between Hyrule Castle and Eastern for him, and I imagine Hyrule Castle's got to be the better option, right?
Oh yeah. Well, Hyrule Castle. I mean, because no one wants to double dip Eastern. And we joke about Zelda not liking to do Eastern Palace, but he's not the only one. It's just he's just known for it. Oh, there's our Dark World axe. There's a hammer.
We still don't have a Moon Pearl, so.
Nope. There's our Dark World access once we have a Moon Pearl.
Okay. You have a lot of hearts already. And a red mail, since that was available.
Yeah, we're very healthy.
Right away.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I imagine, well, I mean, you're not Death Warping on you're saving and quitting, but Death Warp's not good right now. We will get to see Front of Escape, because we haven't seen that from Railing.
Yeah.
Because it makes much more sense to go do Front of Escape if you've already done the back, and then do Dark Cross, than it would. More health. The problem is Hitman is going to have to, unless the mirror decides to show up in the castle, he is going to have to do quite the awful Death Warp here. I mean, the green guard just kind of, the green guard is it's not so bad. You think you save and quit? Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it's fair. And now we can do hair because we got that hammer. Are we coming back to the ether tablet?
Apparently can't read it.
What just happened? Wait. No, but Vanilla, you can read it. Oh, wait. You can't read it without a weapon?
I guess not.
Okay, I did not. That I did not know. That I because I mean, when in vanilla, would you ever not have a weapon other than like when you're turning? Like, who goes and goes to the tablets after that? You know, in that little piece of time where you've given up your sword to the smith to get your tempered. Ice rods, not a nice rod hunt. That's good.
Who knew you needed a sword to be able to use your book?
that's weird.
I want to say in version 30, there was this weird thing with the tablets where the tablets could never have anything good. I don't remember exactly why at this point.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that. I think we're done with items here, though.
Yeah, we got both items.
In Hera, so that's good. Yeah, we get the ice rod and the +5 arrows. So, map or compass, we saw one of them. I don't remember which. The other one's sitting in the base. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would have worked for Raylan if he had a sword. Because there was a beetle he ran into.
Yeah. I mean, this is the longest death warp ever.
Yeah, I mean, the Green Guard is a bit of a bro in these situations, though, because like he still does a half hard damage no matter what mail you have. But
yeah.
Also, thankfully, the bottle is just red and not a fairy.
Right.
Yeah, super Malmo with all the information.
You had to open the you had to move the throne still.
Yeah.
So they hadn't changed that yet.
That's interesting.
Where it's just open.
Alright, Hitman's gonna grab his hook shot, so that'll lead him to the mountain.
Alright, so where's our moon pearl?
Spiral Cave.
Spiral Cave or Eastern, right? Those are our two options.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it'd be nice if actually the best case scenario would be like a bow and Spiral Cave to go to Eastern.
Zora, I guessed.
Yeah, it could be Zora. We don't have a lot of money, but there is again that. Well, Raylan could go get that 100 rupees on the race game, but I think I would just go do the 50 rupee cave or something. Or I guess no flippers. We still have Houlihan available. Like we have ways to get money.
Yeah, I mean, Hitman's got cash, so. And he is going to go check.
Oh, yeah.
So you were right. It was Raylan Tinkier who checked.
Yeah, and this is a very natural time to check Lumberjack if you don't check it right away. And haha, look at that! Did you see that? I think he saw just the. A lot of people will just see the few pixels and be able to see, and it looked like he was like, "Wait, is that what I think it is?" And went a little further.
Yeah. Okay, so our Moon Pearl either has to be Zora, Eastern, or Sick Kid, I think, at this point.
Yep, you remember Sick Kid, right, as I was remembering Sick Kid. And I'm probably doing, unless I get a bow from one of these other checks, I'm probably doing Eastern last, because, again, double dip Eastern is terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm Raylan, I have 223 rupees, I might go to Eastern first. Because of the money situation. And there's 90 rupees in Eastern that you can get. You don't see that very often where people do that 90 rupee room in Eastern, but it is available without the bow. It's like the last thing is available without the bow, but it is available. Raylan just going straight to Eastern.
I mean, it's the most dense location for him, so it makes sense. I guess he has the front of escape too, but he has the Saha, so this makes more sense too.
I guess he doesn't tell us the green pendant here, because I certainly didn't see anything but Japanese characters there.
Yeah.
Maybe it says it in Japanese. I don't know.
So there's notes on all the different versions, and I'm looking at the version that comes out after this. And it says, after 66% of progressive items have been placed, the remaining 33% get placed from the end of the list. This reduces the bias of situations like Ice Rod being placed in Turtle Rock, etc. Which I don't think, I feel like...
I don't think that works.
All these years later.
That works. Yeah. Nice try, but, you know... Great. Braylon, our first runner into Eastern. Well, we're starting with our map, so that's not a good sign. I mean, this could be an item on. Obviously, if the
we're just looking for the Moon Pearl, right?
Yeah,
a Moon Pearl.
Nice. I mean, a bow would be nice because we do need to beat this dungeon at some point.
Yeah.
If you don't find the Moon Pearl in here, bow would be like the next. Actually, honestly, I'd rather find a bow in here than a Moon Pearl because then I just never have to come back.
If it's the bow, then it's going to lead to the Moon Pearl because we're almost out of locations, right? So
I mean, other than Sick Kid and Zora, yeah.
Yeah.
And Hitman about to learn something too because he's got that book ready to go.
It's funny how things have changed and you just kind of forget about that. Especially if you weren't playing back then.
It's hard to forget something we didn't know, right? But yeah, again, vanilla, because I know you could read it with because I remember reading it, as a kid playing the game. And the book, and you just read it, and it said, "Oh, you need a Bastard Sword to do this." Now, at least Hera is a crystal. It's even a red crystal, and it is beatable because we have that hammer. Heck, I'd rather do a hammer anytime than a fighter sword.
Yeah,
I think that's probably universal. I don't think I'm alone in that assessment. Herapod a little bit harder without the sword, though. If you're doing the setup the Hitman is doing, whereas Raylan did the hook speed setup.
What do you mean it's harder?
It's not significantly harder, but when you can hold your when you hold your like when you want to hold your sword out to knock yourself into the bomb to get put in the right pixel, and when you don't have a sword, you have to time that instead of being able to just hold the button. You have to actually time when you're holding the button so you can knock yourself in because it doesn't stay like you're holding.
I mean, yeah, but you're only moving like.
I said a little harder. It's not that hard.
Okay. All right. Moon Pearl was in Eastern. Hitman's getting knocked off, and let's see how hype Cave is today. TR, of course, is our pendant since we found.
And we have the Ice Rod already. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and then Ice Palace is our last pendant. Oh man, Hitman getting bullied.
Come on, Hitman. Every once in a while, the Moldorm fight just does that. I swear.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have 10 really good fights in a row, and then just one day you'll just get knocked off 4 times. Piece of heart. Piece. Heart container. Cape is potentially required. That could be progression. We still need a sword though to do Aga.
Yeah. So not that hype.
Nope, not that hype. Where are we going? Okay, we're gonna go to the west, so we'll do Stumpy and Dig Game.
I wonder if it's even better of just like do hype cave and then save and quit.
A lot of people will do that.
To catfish, I guess.
If I have mirror, I'm absolutely doing what Raylan's doing and going to the west. If I don't have mirror, then it's a little more, oh hey, that's a dungeon we can't do. Let's say we could do. We need the fire rod for Skull Woods, but Skull Woods also requires a sword to cut the vines, so we can't actually do it. We can go. We get 1 extra chest with the fire rod, but I've in non-keys I hate Skull Woods because it's just 2 items and a bunch of keys.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to it's just overworld in Skull Woods until you add Key Sandy, and then there's 8 items, and then it totally is just overworld. And just a 20 on the Dig Game, so we're gonna save and quit.
They must have fixed it by then where the item is guaranteed within 30 digs, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely was not a thing in yesterday's races. I think one of the runners on Restream, I won't name names, but I think one of the runners did like chess game like 3 or 4 times.
Oh no. It was on Restream. I think you could name that name.
Okay, it was Gil.
Okay.
I think
it's not like a secret. Everyone can watch it.
That's true. Sick Kid having a...
Nice.
See? If you had that's
there first.
You could have gone. See if he goes. I told you I would do Sick Kid before I'd. Yeah, I might not have done Zora first, depending on my money situation, but definitely would have done Sick Kid first, and I would have had that boat for Eastern.
Yeah. Hitman just went all the way to Agina's cave. Didn't he do desert already?
I thought he did. He did. Maybe. I thought he was I mean, I just assumed he was going to do desert into Agina, and he probably just didn't do it. And maybe, you know, have you ever done the thing where it's like, you say, I'm going to do this, and then you just save and quit. And it's like, oh yeah, wait, I didn't do that thing that I was planning on doing. But Hitman is going to get this bow. So he's going to be able to do Eastern and he's going to be like, oh yeah, bow, I can just do Eastern.
I mean, he's
so
behind.
He's going to make up a little bit, yeah. He's going to make up some time. Oh yeah, and this is the bow with the silvers being separate. So, actually, I think the silvers we'll have to actually do the big bomb if we want silvers.
Oh, since the fairies are vanilla still.
Yeah, it looks like the well, because we saw Waterfall Fairy, and Waterfall Fairy didn't have any.
Yeah,
there were no chests, so that must be in the next version. Which says, I guess the sword. Well, it feels weird though with the swords actually supposedly being. Well, I mean they are randomized. We've seen Uncle. Uncle did not have a sword for us, so the swords are absolutely randomized. But I wonder if so. My understanding in vanilla, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, is that you don't need even to have a sword to get your temper, because I know there was a very weird run that almost like 2 people in the world have ever done. They created a vanilla Super Metroid Link to the Past ROM, and in that run you didn't get a sword until you just picked up tempered. But
interesting.
I don't know how it works with the Master Sword, and I'm pretty certain that you have to have a tempered sword to get your gold sword from the Pyramid Fairy. You can't skip tempered.
I see.
So, I don't know what this is going to be. We'll see if either one of them decides to do the big bomb. I mean, either one of these guys needs a gold sword or a silver's. They can finish without it. So I imagine that unless it turns out that there is something there, they're just not going to do it.
Okay, so Hitman's on his way. I don't know if we saw everything out of Eastern. There could still be well, again, I don't know if there's items on bosses in this or not.
I guess, well,
this is
they're
early enough.
Yeah, we didn't see a heart container on. We saw 2 separate items on Moldorm. Yeah, we saw just the normal behavior. So I'm gonna say it's just the normal current behavior.
We are looking for a sword. So once you find a sword for Raylan, it's like immediately go to Aga, right?
I do Skullwood, see if I can get something better. But yeah, I mean, you're not going to wait forever. Oh, there's a flute in Thieves Town. That's nice. Oh yeah, and hammer blind anyone? I mean, yeah, has to have the cane. Yeah. Cane is some Mario work. My very first.
Red nail and a million hearts.
Oh, you'll be fine.
They're fine.
Yeah. I think, and the bottle is red. But I was gonna say my very first rando seed. I think I still have the link to it somewhere, or just the seed itself. at a logically required Samaria blind fight. And I didn't know that was even a thing. To start trying things to make it work. It might have been sequence breakable with like some sort of fake flipper thing, but at the time it was definitely a logically required. And of course I didn't know how to fake flipper at the time, so that wasn't an option. I mean, blue cane blind is actually kind of fun, especially if you have half magic where you just can turn it on and just let it go.
Yeah, well, yeah.
This room kind of sucks without a sword that Hitman's in.
Yes. Does have a million arrows though.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a wood arrow vitreous fight is like just a thing you can do in this version. Oh!
Master sword.
Right, Master sword. Wow.
All right, so if you're Hitman,
that's I think I
immediately go, right?
I'm just going to Aga right now. I can go to Aga right now, and then I can immediately do Pod. Is Pod? We don't know. Pod is I can just immediately do Pod. Yeah, I'm totally just doing Aga now.
So getting bailed out by...
I know, right? By the sword on the Master Sword.
By getting the bow before going to Eastern. That's a huge bailout.
What do we do? Yep, that's what he's doing. He's going. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that long before Raylan does something like that, but he could end up doing...
Yeah.
Well, he can't do Aga yet. He still needs a sword, so...
Yeah, it's going to dip in probably the Skullwoods.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable for him. You know, okay, he must have done the other... He might just go finish up Eastern now, although with one item left for him, it's not as lucrative. I mean,
going back
see,
to
what
Eastern,
you want to do... If you're Raylan, is you want to pair Eastern cleanup with Pod.
Yeah.
And that might not be possible. Mitts, Dane. We got Mitts. Mitts on the Lumberjack. Yeah, so the items are not progressive. We figured that out because, we figured it out a couple of times. We got red mail without blue and a master sword without a fighter sword. But yeah,
immediately the mirror shield.
And the mitts force just sitting there on Lumberjack before we'd gotten a glove. So yeah, if that had been a glove, if the mitts and the glove had been swapped, we could have skipped this.
So okay, let me ask you this. I imagine you want to answer with non-progressive items, but what are some of the things about the older randomizer that you wish were still alive in current randomizer?
Is there anything? I mean, it took me several years to get used to quick swap. I'm kind of over that at this point. Although I would argue that it actually makes it, people say it makes it more accessible. I think it makes it less accessible to newer players because I've seen, having done the mentor tournament as a mentor several times, the quick swapping is very awkward and you still see a lot of menuing, but that's a different story. I don't mind. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of the upgrades, but only if they refill you. Like, give me a bomb upgrade, but it has to refill me for me to want that change. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't like hints, so those can stay gone forever. Although that's still available. It's not like we can't turn on hints. Just nobody does, except on like the Doors branch.
Yeah. What about non-progressive bows?
Oh, yeah, okay. So, I still don't like progressive bows. I've never liked them. But again, it's not like you have to play like that. It's just the way most people play. You can turn that off. But yeah, I miss being able to just
You could turn it off? Really?
I thought so. I thought it was just a setting. That nobody ever... Maybe it's not a setting anymore because no one's turned it off in forever. I don't know. That's a good question. But yeah, that's probably the thing I would want change most, is go back to non-progressive bows. Because, I mean, if you break you can't it's hard to follow your if you get a bow in a weird spot, it's like, oh, hey, I got a bow here, but maybe there was just an easier bow somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, if you get it out of logic, then it's like, okay, well, where's it supposed to be? Or the other day, I mean, most of the time they get it right, but the other day there was a cross-key seed we all played where they gave us the silvers hint on Ganon, and it was the wrong silvers hint. It was the one we all picked up.
Yeah. I was in that seed.
Oh yeah, you were, weren't you? Because I'm like, I'm looking, I'm like, oh, wait, that's, I'm like, wait a minute, how did I not do that spot? No, wait, I did do that spot.
Yeah, that was my bow.
For my bow. All right, let's see what's on the pyramid ledge. 20 rupees. And Raylan is just in, yeah, so both of them are just going to be in pod.
Yeah, this makes sense. I mean, it's a fully clearable crystal.
Yep. What would be really good for Raylan is either a sword here or a mirror. Actually, a mirror would be really good for Raylan.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
But the big thing about this that is of note is the fact that Raylan is even in pod right now. Tells me he's given up on the idea of doing them at the same time. Hitman's gonna do. Are we doing catfish? We're doing catfish.
Yeah, we're doing catfish.
And yesterday was Quake in both seeds, and we all thought that it wasn't randomized, but some of the notes today said it was randomized in the earlier version. I'm gonna assume right now it's randomized. Yep.
Definitely randomized.
And Hitman's not.
I'm surprised he went all the way to catfish. Like,
yeah, but he doesn't have a mirror.
He last locationed the moon pearl there.
Yeah.
I'd feel if I was dude, I'd feel pretty far behind.
Yeah,
I mean, it worked out really well, but yeah.
I was gonna say if he had it, yeah. I was for a moment there. I thought it was gonna be save and quit to the top of the pyramid, but you need a mirror for that. So.
Yeah.
He's just gonna go get his mitts. I still would have done pod first and then gone and gotten the mitts. You're just right there. So far, a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, we might not find mirror until GT as well, with Swamp being a pendant.
Oh yeah, we might not find the mirror at all. Could be in GT. GT could be Turtle Rock, which we hope never to go into. Also, I wasn't paying attention to the keys in pod, and I should have been paying attention to the keys in pod, because that was another early thing that came up yesterday, where you could soft lock yourself if you weren't careful.
Yeah. All right, so Hitman's.
I'm just gonna go do the. Just gonna do the dart work.
Start hype cave.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, Jesus Christ! Raylan bailed out by the mirror in pod.
Nice. That works out.
Yep. So the answer is we are getting the mirror. We may not need it. So what do we need at this point?
What? Yeah, I think, is that go mode?
Medallions. Yeah, medallions.
No, we've got all three.
Never mind. We don't need medallions.
They have all three marked.
No? Oh, flippers. We need flippers for Swamp. That's what we're... Go mode flippers.
No, Swamp is pendant.
No, not... Pendant. Swamp's not... Hey, wait. It's marked differently on... Okay. One of them... Okay, so... Okay, we're getting it fixed. Jaxie. You're fine, Jaxie. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Samaria. We need Samaria.
No, Raylan has Samaria. I mean, Hitman doesn't, but he will.
Where did Samaria? Was that?
It was in Village. I want to say it was in Village. Yeah. So Raylan needs a sword, which he'll get after he finishes pod, and we'll. And Hitman needs Samaria and Fire Rod, which if he goes and does Dark World South, he'll get.
But he'll probably do more checks since he'll have the mirror, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right, Tyler. I think it was chess game.
So we're in no mode. We're in no mode then. So
yep.
Raylan is actually in a great spot because he's gonna mirror and do Eastern since it's a crystal. He'll get his Master Sword. He can then go do Aga get his smiths, and that's go mode. Hitman's on the way, but he's got a ways to go.
Here's a question: if you're on fighter, not on master, not tempered, do you go do Pyramid Fairy and see if it gets you a gold sword and a silvers?
I'm probably doing Smiths. Smiths is probably just vanilla, right? I have no idea. Like, I'm testing the waters for sure.
Yeah, but if the Smiths, let's just say Smiths is 5 rupees or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you not with tempered sword, because if tempered sword is kind of whatever, you're definitely not saving time. But if you're a master sword, do you see if the Pyramid Fairy has your?
If it's vanilla though, it's not going to do anything, right? Like, you need tempered sword, right?
Yeah, I mean, but you're gonna get your silvers at least. I mean, I'd still rather do master silvers.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the correct answer is. I mean, I suppose I would do it because I hate doing Master Sword Silverless. I'm bad at it. It takes, I can do forever. It pretty decently with a cape, and we have a cape, and we can, I can do it. But I legit would. I mean, for me, would at worst be time neutral. But I'm also not a top player.
Yeah.
So if you're a top player and you're really good at Master Sword Silverless, I think it's a different calculation. Plus, I guess it also depends on, you could potentially have the silvers for Vitreous, which speeds that fight up. Speeds up Ice Armos if the big key is there.
Well, the thing is, okay, so you're doing aggro, right? So you've got the quick warp. So
yeah, that's true.
After Skull Woods, I wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah, I see all the people preferring the silverless to silvers with Master Sword. I mean, from a perspective of, Master Sword silvers is kind of a pain, but it's still faster. Like, it still saves bunches of time, even if you're really good at it. So yeah, but I remember the first time I tried to do a Master Sword fight with silvers, I actually gave up on it and went and found a tempered sword because I kept not getting the bow out fast enough. Yeah, this is like back in 2019 though, so it's forever ago. Yeah, and the muscle memory thing, because you start spinning and doing just the normal spin damage instead of getting the blue Ganon that you're supposed to get. So there's all sorts of
I mean, the goal is to go fast, right? We're trying to go
fast. But it's still faster to do it with silvers. Like, I don't care how much easier.
I'm sorry if it's annoying. That's so much time loss doing it without silvers.
All right, there's the mirror for Hitman, the mirror that we've discovered that we don't need.
Convenient. It's convenient. Yeah, that worked out really well for Rylan though.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to kind of save his butt. He's going to get his Master Sword. He'll be in Go mode, and we'll just see how our runners decide to play this. It'll be really interesting.
So I think it's going to be Fire Rod Go mode for
I totally agree.
Hitman, right? Because he'll go to Vu next. He'll do Village of Outcasts. He'll do Thieves Town. That'll get him Samaria. That'll get him the flute. And then I imagine he'll head south.
Yep,
he'll probably
grab
pick
a
up
Smith.
Yeah, grab the Smith, do all that kind of stuff. And then be in Fire Rod Go mode. Hopefully he doesn't dip Skull Woods.
Nice cane stress from Raylan on the room before Armos Knights. Hitman did not have that available to him.
Yeah. Alright, ready for a Master Sword? It's just so weird to go from nothing. To the Master Sword. Yeah.
It really is. Hitman looked like he was about to try and use the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah. Can't use that. Alright, so it looks like we don't have quick swap then, right?
I was just thinking about that. I wasn't even paying attention. But yeah, it looks Raylan just menued, so I'm gonna say we don't have it on.
But this is gonna put Raylan into go mode here.
Yep.
So which order are you completing the rest of the dungeons? Are you going Skullwoods first? Are you gonna go
yeah, I'm doing
Are you just gonna try to hope for a sword?
I'm doing Skullwoods into Pyramid Fairy into Ice. And then do Mire last. And I'm hoping for those silvers. And I'm hoping for the sword. If I'm not... I mean, I'll probably do that same order even if I'm not going to do the Pyramid Fairy. I mean, at that point...
Yeah, I don't think there's really a right answer.
No, I mean, none of them path that well together.
Yeah.
And you've got a flute anyway. You know, it's not like... We don't need to do Turtle Rock, so...
But there's a lot of places where... I mean, we've only seen one of the 4 swords, right? So...
Yeah.
And the sword and swamp meme is probably still alive back then.
Probably, yeah. So. I'm certainly not going into swamp looking for a sword, that's for sure.
You know what would be disappointing is you find a sword and it's just the fighter sword, right? Like
yeah,
the next sword we find is the worst
Yep.
of the two.
Depending on whether gold sword is in the mix, 50-50 chance the next sword we find is the fighter sword, if we find one at all. Yeah, for Hitman this is a little unfortunate because like the next thing for him to do is going to be he can do no, he's done Agus, sorry. He needs that fire rod. Yeah, he's gonna do village and no, wait, what are we doing?
I don't like this. He's gonna go do dark.
I mean, I get
always be clearing dungeons. No, always be clearing dungeons.
No, I didn't say I agreed with it. I said I get it.
Yeah.
No, I would. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing this before doing Thieves Town, for instance. Just no way.
I mean, I'm doing ice before I do any of this. I don't even have flippers,
absolutely.
Right? Like,
I might do this stuff on the way to GT if I'm still looking for sword silvers. In a situation where those could be in the pool, if they're in the pool, yeah. But no, I'm with you. I'm doing the dungeons first. If the only thing I'm missing is the fire rod and cane.
Well, he's missing 3 things still, but little does he know they're all literally just right there all together.
We got a second red potion. Woo!
Yeah, I haven't even used our first one, so.
Yeah, probably not using our first one.
It's true. Yeah.
I mean, you're much more like a blue potion would be much more, even green, because magic. Yeah. You're much more likely to run out of magic than health at this point.
I don't think we can get downgraded. We've seen a shield, the first shield, get picked up after the mirror shield.
Yep, there it is, right there. There's a red shield.
There's the fire shield. Yeah.
I don't mind the fire shield. The mirror shield's kind of obnoxious.
I don't mind any of this. I mean, they're just shields.
I'm not a shield hater by any stretch of the imagination, but like I think the fire shield actually kind of looks good, and it helps in with the little fireballs, like in the blind fight. You know, if you make a mistake and you have a red shield, then you're fine because all the fireballs just dink. I think on some sprites it matters. Like Malmo was on Restream yesterday, and the shield just looked really awful on her sprite. But, I mean, I use a. You and I both use Link recolors. Oh, hey, that's nice. Half magic. I mean, you could have gotten that right before GT, though. I don't know. I don't think I would have checked that. Even at that point. I mean, if someone said, "Hey, half magic's on the ether tablet," I would go get it right before GT. But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going out. I'm not checking that. Looking. Oh, hey, maybe it'll be half magic. Spike cave even. Well, this is going to be one of our bottles, because I don't think he's got a safety item. Oh, no, he's got a cape. He can use the cape.
Yeah, that was a night cave. All right, Raylan is now in go mode in 52 minutes. Just have to go clear 3 dungeons. Which order is he going to start with? Looks like Skullwoods. Oh, there's
look, a Temper Sword. Oh, that's nice.
I mean, if this was a one-on-one race, though, that's not going to be enough. He's so far behind Raylan.
No, yeah, no, totally. He's an entire dungeon behind.
But now I'm curious about Pyramid Fairy more than anything.
Yeah, I really want to know. I hope one of them checks it. Yeah, Raylan's not checking anything here in this pool, and I don't blame him.
Is the gold sword not in the pool then?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Oh, flippers is not what you want to find. If you're a Hitman, that is not the thing you want to find.
I mean, it's fine because we know where the progressive items are. And
yeah,
he'll get them before he gets to Swamp. But
yeah. I mean, he's not. I mean, even if I was gonna say he's not entering Swamp, but I wouldn't have expected him to go to the mountain before doing Village Outcast either. So
that's true. All right, so
yeah, he's gonna go into Skullwoods first without a fire rod. This is unfortunate.
I just don't understand. I don't understand.
This is a play a lot of people really like. This is a play I absolutely hate, and I don't like Skullwoods. If Skullwoods, in a normal open or standard seed for me, if Skullwoods has progression without a fire rod, I'm probably not getting it for a really long time. So if anyone races me, that's he's had Thieves Town available, and it's never going to get any faster than when he did it. Like just does it now. I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be better. He's gonna have an easier Thieves Town than Raylan did because he's got a sword. Raylan had to do it without a sword.
That's true. I really want to see. I want them to pull the fighter sword. I just want to see someone pull the fighter sword when you already have tempered.
Maybe we'll find it in Ice Palace. Actually, we're not checking much in Ice Palace. We're gonna fake flipper Ice Palace because I think Raylan forgot that he needs to do this.
Yeah, it doesn't have the flippers yet.
Well, let's just hop in. Nope, you can't do that. And so far, all we've gotten in Skullwoods is a red 20. And not even a small key, so Hitman had to steal the pot key to even be able to do the rest of it.
Such a commitment. All this time. Yeah. What about Upgrade Fairy? What's going on over there? I imagine it does not. There's nothing, right? Because there's upgrades in the pool.
Oh yeah, no, it should be nothing. Yeah. I'm trying to. I don't know that anybody ever went into that cave back in pre-version V31 days. This should be a small key. Yeah. Okay. Because that was also a V31 change. Was the small key not always being in that room? The old Skullwoods route was you actually drop down in the southwest hole, and you got the small key to get out. And you can still mostly do that in V31, because with 3 small keys in Skullwoods, the odds are in your favor that there's going to be a small key available, but it's not guaranteed anymore.
Is there a reason that Raylan's not doing Icebreaker?
I can't think of a good one.
Just pretending that it's 2017?
I guess. I mean, in Go mode, it's 10 seconds difference, maybe. Depending on how quickly you get this bomb jump versus how quickly you get Icebreaker. Maybe he's not good at Icebreaker. I mean, not everybody is.
No, Raylan's great. He was in the. Top 8 of the league playoffs.
Yeah, he's a very good player, but this is we'll have to ask him. I don't know. I mean, I guarantee you he can do it. Maybe he just in Go mode doesn't prefer it. That's my only answer, is that he doesn't prefer it in Go mode.
I think he just wants to pretend that it's 2017.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Except he did Harry Pot, so I don't know.
That's true. That's true. But that's a true like huge time save.
Yeah, it's a bigger time because you're not Go moding. Well, even in not Go mode, that's a time save. It's a time save regardless. Yeah. Whereas in Ice Palace, yeah, not so much.
Because he was gonna have to either find the big key or go hit the switch and then go back. But
yeah, in Go mode you hit the switch, unless you just forget, and then you just hope the big key's on path. It's really only bad if the big.
And then it's an iced tea.
If it's an iced tea, you cry.
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember if Raylan actually checked the waterfall fairy, so maybe doesn't know that it isn't
that's
the old style,
possible.
So he might not even know that might be a possibility. So, I mean, we'll have to go back and find out or ask the experts. I mean, you could just go do your Pyramid Fairy right now. It's actually not a bad route from here. Because you have the... Actually, no, it kind of is a bad route, because you have to go back in the Dark World somehow. No, never mind. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking of the tile swap mode that we had in the main tournament, where there were a couple of tile layouts that would make it actually pretty easy to go from Ice Palace to the bomb shop and then turn in the big bomb. But if you're not going to do it before Meyer,
it'd be interesting experiment. Yeah, it'd be an interesting experiment to show the people running this mode, the people that were playing this in 2017, the main tournament settings. You can see it from the main tournament and the different. Oh, you guys, you think you have it wild? Wait till you see this. We're from the future. We brought a seed from 2026 with us.
We'll see how good where our big key is here in Meyer.
This should be the fluke for Hitman.
Yep. There's a good chance we're going to at least see the Smiths. But with even if Hitman...
Oh, from Hitman, yeah.
Yeah, because the route at this point is you leave Thieves Town, you grab the Smith, you do the Smith, you grab the purple chest, you drag it, and then, do that whole, south route.
Yeah.
He'll probably abandon the purple chest after he gets the fire rod, though.
Maybe Hitman was routing like 2017 routing, because you look at the open and standard times in 2017, and they're like 2 hours, 2:10. These are like people winning races.
Two small keys right away in Misery Mire. There's actually a really good chance that the big key is going to be over here on the left side now, because it can't be you can only be a small key if the big key's there. And we've already eliminated a couple of small keys. I don't know, we'll see. But we're not going to do it yet. We're going to do these other checks first. Although I don't know if Meyer key logic was a thing back then either. I know those weird... Hey, look!
Oh!
Silvers are not at the Pyramid Fairy. Well, I am very confused now, because there were no chests at Waterfall Fairy. So what exactly are we getting in those places?
Maybe nothing? Maybe there's just nothing there.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you just can't throw in anything and there's no upgrades. But we do have silvers.
So that means that gold might be available somewhere.
That's got to be your fighter sword.
That was the fighter sword.
Yeah,
that
was your fighter
sword.
And that's also okay. So we have not seen map or compass. So this could be the big key, but it also could be map or compass.
Yeah.
We've seen both items, no map compass.
So it didn't switch on his screen either. The HUD, you still looks like a wooden arrow still. I wonder if you have to switch. Do you have to switch it, or does it?
Oh, maybe. So that tells me the gold sword is still in the pool somewhere, and we might actually get it somewhere.
Yep. All right, is the big key vanilla here in Meyer?
It is. Okay, we can go straight back.
And we get silver arrows.
Yay.
For a VT fight.
Honestly, I'm going to be tempted to pull up the seed and just see what happens if you try and throw something. On the other hand, you have to go pretty far to get the Pyramid Fairy. I don't know if I want to play that much.
Yeah. All right, so Hitman's got everything he needs except for that fire rod.
Yep.
Raylan is already on to his 7th crystal. Should we guess where the GT big key is?
I mean, that was the thing we did back in the day, right?
Yeah. We'll go old school. Let's go numbers. I'm curious about, does it just automatically change to silvers? No. Yeah, you have to actually change it.
He noticed it. I mean, you would have noticed it immediately when you tried to kill Vitreous and the eyeballs didn't die.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I don't know if Raylan's audio is available, but if it is, we should switch it over.
Everyone's using vanilla music, so, and there's no mic on him, so this should be good.
Yeah, I guess MSUs weren't, I'm going to say allowed. Allowed is not the right word. Technically available? Technologically available?
All right, Hitman didn't pick up the Smiths, but is about to get his fire.
It surprised me. Maybe he's going to do this first and then go back because of the mirror. Because then you could, just flute away with the purple chest. But now you don't even have to do that.
Yeah, that just seems like bad.
Because you can't. Because if you're going to do the dig game, you can't grab the Smith until. Well, the dig game. You can't do both.
Yeah, but you do dig game, grab the Smith,
and then you grab the Smith. Yeah, that's pretty.
Pick up the purple chest.
Yep.
Walk it down, and then dash to the end. All right, so he is down go mode and is on his way to Skull Woods. And like you mentioned, Raylan is gonna check Super Bunny. I don't know if he'll check Cave, but it's definitely
because
for a sword here and
so
Super
I've
Bunny,
been
since
told
you gotta go this way anyways.
That even if the portal isn't already open, that optimally the fastest way into the Dark World to get to GT is always going to be doing this through the Light World. But the key word there is optimally. And I think for most runners, it's easier to be a little more optimal in here. Plus, you get the extra... Okay, you don't get the extra checks.
That's a little surprising. That surprises me a little bit. I mean, they're like right there.
They're right there,
I'm going to tell him that Tempered Sword was in Super Bunny.
Maybe Gold Sword is there.
No, because I think Hitman did do those checks, right? He came
that's right, he did. That's right, he came over here earlier. And got his Tempered Sword, and I mean, Raylan's not getting the Tempered Sword, because there's no way you're doing Spike Cave here. Just no. Also, is missing half magic by like a mirror in a it's not even. It's the same super tile. Even it's not even.
But again, you're not going to do that.
All right, now we have to count. Where I'm not good. Counting is not math.
Not in the first two.
And not even a small key. So if he wanted to go to the right, he can't. Okay, that's 3. This time the torch counts. Yesterday they didn't count because it was always a small key. whole lot of junk. We got a fairy in a bottle
7.
in case something bad happens.
This is the seed where DM Strats probably wins.
Yeah, very, very possibly. Can't quick swap to hookshot there. Gotta do it the hard way with the menu. It's funny, that mirror location, and a mirror that we didn't even need, just is the difference. Like Raylan being able to go straight into Eastern and finish up.
Yeah, and that was huge. I mean, Raylan did play it well in the fact that he was just focused on clearing dungeons, right? Like.
Yep. Yeah, Hitman, I think, would have been fine if he had just gone straight to Village and Thieves Town.
Yeah.
You know, doing Hype Cave first, I think is fine, but I still feel like the route I would have done, I just would have done Pod right away, and then...
yeah.
And I don't mind doing Hype Cave before, Village, but then...
You go Pod, Hype into Pod or something.
Yeah, Hype into Pod, or, we had
and then
Aga into Pod, it also works, and...
Yeah.
Hitman should get these silvers. Well, no, I don't, that depends, though. Some people will do the cutscene before they do the bridge
I
chest,
probably wouldn't have gotten the silvers.
He might not.
I would have done left first. Still no GT big key.
On the other hand, he might just do cutscene last. A lot of people will do that too. Okay, he'll get the silvers. He's gonna get silvers. We'll see if he does cutscene last though. So he gets a nice cozy Ganon fight, whereas Raylan's gonna still do spins. We still haven't found the big key, by the way. Big key, where are you? No, you're right about one thing. Unless it's tile room. Unless it's tile room, DM Strats would be really good here. If it's tile room, then everybody loses, I guess. Except maybe chat. Anyone best? I didn't see any 22 bets though. Actually, kind of cool that ZSR still has a bot to do this, because we haven't had the bot in elsewhere in a very long time. Kind of fun watching I don't know if you watch any of the Speed Gaming Classics races. It's kind of fun to happen upon. I've seen a lot of 2018. I mean, granted, there were a lot of 2018 races from the 512 Swiss, but they had the bot back then where you actually put a number in and you won like fake it in the points or something.
Yeah, I was even before the channel points, right?
Yeah, channel points are much more recent than that. Okay, so we got a big key at, let's see, so -4, so 18.
See, you are 18. Good at math.
Yeah, I'm good at math. I'm not good at counting. Counting is not math.
All right, no tempered, but we do have silvers. No half magic for Raylan, but it should be okay. It does have a red and a fairy.
Yep.
You can tell who's a little bit more comfortable with menuing and who's not. Like, there's a lot of players that have only been playing with quick swap.
Yeah.
And
never had to learn the menu.
Yeah. Raylan's been around for a long time. I'm pretty sure Raylan was here pre.
Yeah, I think Hitman. No, Hitman was maybe a little bit later than.
No, yeah, he was maybe later.
21 or something.
Yeah.
But he was one of your more recent. I think he was the last one I listened to on my yearly trip where I pull out all your podcasts. Nice. Shameless plug. If anyone out there hasn't listened to 216 podcasts, do.
Well, thank you.
I mean, if you're not going to plug it, I will.
I can't. I It's more of a shameless plug if I'm plugging it, but if someone else is,
that's fair. I mean, except there are 3 interviews that I did, so it's a little shameless.
Yeah, it's true.
Hitman still needs to do ice, by the way.
Yeah.
Vitreous with silver feels so good.
Yeah, it is nice. Nicely done. Single cycle land mode 2.
Yeah, I like the gravity, the little extra magic there. I was gonna need that magic. I find it weird, though, in this game. The only boss that doesn't give you a health refill is Aga 2. And I don't... Yeah. I've always wondered why that is.
I don't know, especially when you're a kid playing it vanilla. It's like, give me some... Hook me up, man.
I'm pretty certain that as a kid playing it, I don't think I ever dropped right into Ganon if I was playing this game. It's always like, okay, go get some potions that I've already, refill my potions. I probably used one on Trinex.
Yeah.
Maybe on the climb. Then save, because if I die, you don't have infinite money in vanilla like you do in random to buy more potions. So if I die, I can just reset my potions back.
Right.
Yeah, Raylan's not even checking the chests here on the climb.
That's a little surprising.
Yeah, I would always check if I'm on Master Sword. I'm always doing convenient chests.
Yeah, they're right there. Like,
untempered, not so much.
Yeah. If you're tempered, I understand skipping it 100%. Master Sword, though, I'm at least checking the stuff that I'm walking by.
Yep.
You know what it helped on that fight? Tempered. I'm just kidding.
Tempered sword, yeah. I mean, we're not getting it. He's not getting a tempered sword. We might get a gold sword, though. We don't know where that is. It would have been funny if Myra had the gold sword instead of the fighter sword.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose if the sword upgrades had actually been in play, that would have been tempered for Raylan and gold for Hitman.
Right, because the first sword that we found was the Master Sword, right? So
yeah, we found Master Sword. Actually, hang on, it would have been Master Sword for Raylan, because he could have gotten the fighter sword and it would have been tempered for Hitman.
Yep.
We'd still be looking for Sword 3.
All right, Aga 2 here for Raylan.
That looked like a double. Maybe it was a triple? I don't know.
I think it was a double.
Yeah, I think it was a double. That was definitely a double.
Yeah.
There we go. 222 is good.
Yeah. Won't complain about that.
Alright, time for a Master Sword Silvers. Got full magic, got a fairy and a red for health. Oh, this is also where it just tells you where the silvers were. I hadn't even thought about that. Like, it is none of this silver is my one true weakness. I've been arguing for 6 years that they need to have something more interesting for Ganon to say at that school. Like, come on, give me something. The community's been allowed to come up with all the different things for the final thing. Right after you win, you win or if you finish. Let's get some creativity involved in the silvers quote unquote hint when you have the silvers. Actually, now I'm really curious where Gold Sword is after we have we have a chatter. Hi, Gil. Saying nice master sword. So maybe it was a pretty easy location that we just never got to. Did you find the arrows in your inventory? That'd be a really good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I laugh about that, but I once my go mode ice rod was in my menu. I'd gotten it and somehow didn't even see it, and yeah, was looking everywhere for it, and then all of a sudden, yeah, hey, look, your ice rod, you had it the entire time. Although, to be fair, before they fixed the dark room stuff, people would all the time get like mitts and not know it because they got them in a dark room. That is the thing I don't.
Oh yes, yeah, I totally forgot about that.
All right, Hitman.
That was super frustrating.
Yeah, and once you got used to it, after a while, you kind of got used to it, and you would menu after you see it. But if you didn't, you didn't always notice what you got because like there was
you have to like check your menu.
And then if you don't see anything, you just assume that it's a junk item. But then it could just be, you just have missed it.
Mm-hmm. Get your GGs in chat for Raylan Tinkier. It's gonna cross the bridge here shortly.
Not just first on the restream, but first overall.
Yeah, with the 119.50 GGs.
Well done.
Hitman looks like gonna do pretty standard strats here.
Yeah, no Dark Magician for him either, so which is unfortunate because that could have saved him some time. I'm gonna predict another 18 for for the big key here.
Good one.
I mean, unless he's I don't know. Rando Rush, you don't even do the Hope Room, so I don't think this is gonna be a Rando Rush.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else we don't have? We can't hit select to speed up the credits.
All right, just gotta let them roll.
Slow. Oh no. All right, looks like we'll get Raylan in here in just a second. Like, I wonder if the credits are long enough for Hitman to finish before the credits are done. It's been a long time since I've not hit select on the credits.
Yeah.
It was funny because originally the first thing they did, they said, well, if you hold down X, the credits will go faster, but then you had to hold it the entire time.
Yes.
And that was annoying.
Yeah.
So the adding of the select button to make the credits just go faster was a small but very nice change. Oh, free samples of the magic shot. That makes sense because we got a potion. I do believe we have Raylan joining us. GG's. First place in first place.
GG.
Do you not like swords?
I mean, I don't mind playing swordless. It's one of my more like modes, like screw cross keys swordless all day. But like, at some point in the seat, I was wondering, okay, where are my swords? Like, I need them for go mode.
Yeah, I mean, you had that mirror in pod which was not required for anything. It was really good for you. Because we didn't know when you were getting back to Eastern after that, without it.
I would have done Eastern after that anyway, even without the mirror. It was maybe just quicker.
Sure.
Like,
I mean, you didn't have a ton left at that point.
Yeah,
right.
That was the thing. Like, I had Desert Boss left, which should have had an item. I had
Skullwoods, I think.
Catfish. Yeah, Skullwoods, the North Road, or the Bumper Ledge. I think I didn't do Catfish. at that
No.
time?
No, I don't think. No, you didn't do catfish.
Or pyramid for that matter. Front of castle was still there. But like, yeah, it wasn't that much.
Yeah. No, you had a really good route. I was a little surprised you didn't look for tempered though. Like you went and through Super Bunny, didn't open that, didn't open up the chests at the top of the castle either.
I could have, and like, since I suspected that was actually a fighter sword out of Mire, so like the downgrade wouldn't happen anymore, I maybe should have. But on the other hand, I still was like, I was confident in finishing with what I had without too much trouble.
Yeah, and so you weren't ever getting tempered sword because tempered sword was in Spike Cave, but we don't know where gold sword was. So
yeah,
we thought. I don't remember if you checked Waterfall Fairy because Waterfall Fairy didn't have chests. So we thought that maybe the fairies would just be vanilla, and you could throw a sword in to get it upgraded, and throw your bow in to get your silvers upgraded. But turns out the silvers were found, so that wasn't the case. So who knows if there's anything going on with the fairies? I don't know how that works.
Funny thing about that, because I saw Waterfall Fairy did have no chest, I suspected, okay, they might still be vanilla. I checked for the red crystals anywhere, which I believe were Hera and Skullwoods.
Yep, that's right.
I marked them as such. And like, if I had found just fighter sword, I would have at least tried. Or if I didn't find the silver specifically, I would have just before Ganon and I was still on Master Sword because if I had tempered or butter, I wouldn't have cared.
Sure.
But, like, if I had Master Sword and silver specifically, I would have just turned into Red Bomb before Ganon and see if I can grab my silver that way.
We were kind of hoping for that, honestly.
Yeah, we thought maybe you might do it before like Ice Palace or something. You know, dude. I don't know when the best time to do it would have been. But yeah, we were definitely discussing that as a possibility, checking the Pyramid Fairy to see if the turn-ins were vanilla. But who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, as I said,
you played this one great though. Like
yeah. Go ahead.
You did an awesome job with your routing. I don't know if there was how you thought about how the seed went.
Oh no, it felt pretty good aside from not finding any sword, which was apparently not that easy to do. So like yeah, it shouldn't be in detriment to the route. And yeah, aside from it felt pretty decent. Like I would have liked the sword earlier, but like aside from the talked up hype cave just not being relevant in the end.
There's some stats here I forgot were even a thing. Anyway, sorry to interrupt on there. I just was noticing that, you know.
Yeah, I just felt like I got everything before I got the swords, and I was looking for the swords to get my mitts. So
yeah,
worked pretty well.
Yeah, because you knew that those we saw the mitts, and I was very confused. I'm like, okay, so we still don't have progressive items because those are mitts. And if they would otherwise look as gloves, right? But
yeah, I was initially thinking just this is gonna be probably an early Agassi to get mitts for Dark World, and then there pops the hammer up, and I think, maybe.
Well, not. Then no swords. We were wondering what the Dark World entry was gonna be, but it was like, okay, we still need 2 swords or a sword and a cape just to get into Aga, and then of course it wasn't progressive anyway.
Yeah, but like my early game routing specifically was influenced by the thought of, okay, this is probably be going in early Aga. I'm not gonna do castle until I get my Aga access, especially after finding a lamp out of desert.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like, I was just eyeing that so hard, and then it just never came, and then I had to deal with not having those mitts.
So the big difference, Hitman did find the bow before Eastern, so he was able to do that right away and get that Master Sword. But when he got into the Dark World, he did the mountain, Dark Death Mountain a bit, did Skull Woods without the Fire Rod. So it took a little while before he got into Go mode with the Fire Rod at Stumpy being the Go mode item for him.
So you were sword Go mode basically, right?
Yeah.
Because once the sword gave you, and it happened to be Master Sword, which gave you access to those mitts, and then you just got to go, right?
Yep.
That's nice.
Here's
That
I have a question for you. Do you not like Icebreaker?
See, Icebreaker wasn't a thing when V18 was around, so like,
True.
surely you just do Ice Flip Spawn Jump, right?
Well, then you shouldn't have done
neither was
Harapot.
Yeah.
Don't mind the details, okay?
I called it though. I said he did it because it was 2017. That was my prediction.
All I could figure, I mean, because it's you were in Go mode, so the time difference is pretty minimal. So I thought maybe you just didn't like Icebreaker. Like I know you can do it. I've absolutely seen you do it.
The moment I dropped down to the start room, I was just, this is not right. I shouldn't be here. And then said, well, just go anyway. It isn't that much of a difference.
Yeah, I think I think once if it was a mistake like that, once that happens, there's no reason to go back. Like it definitely would be slower to drop down and mirror just to do Icebreaker. Although you still would have won because there's nobody else finished yet.
I mean,
sure hasn't. I mean, you crushed it, Raylan. You really did.
Clearly, you crushed it.
Hitman looks to be the second, and he's 10 minutes behind you, 10 plus minutes behind you.
Yeah, if you get the sword and the mitts early, you have so much else that you can do that could distract you from
fair. And that's what
you would need to find.
That's what got Hitman when you think about it. Yeah.
Like I was locked out of Dark Death Mountain and 3 dungeons. Was basically forced into the correct dungeons, and yeah. So finding the sword early is probably a bad thing in the seed.
So getting that bow early, and then and that was the thing. You get the bow if you turn in the sick kid for the bow. That's what Hitman did. He turned in the sick kid for the bow and was able to just do Eastern, and then at that point you do Aga, and then you can do all the things.
Which to be fair, I don't think is that good of a thing here. Although I don't. Or I can't really account for how Forwardful does things differently, and if you should have followed the bottle, which I did kind of with the book, but I had just Sick Hit there with the bottle after turning the mushroom, and still had the entire eastern area, so I feel like it's that work.
Yeah, he'd already done Saha and you hadn't, so that makes the eastern area even more lucrative. But also, it also I guess depends on how much do you hate Eastern.
Fair.
A lot of people really don't like. I mean, I'm of the I really don't like going into Eastern, like a crystal Eastern that I can't finish. If it's a pendant, then it's like whatever.
Going back for just the bottle in Kakariko is just as bad, if not worse. I feel like.
Yeah.
Eastern has just more items. Like if you can get all 3 items out of it early, it's much more likely that that's required. It was in the end. So.
I do want to say GG's, Hitman, second place, 130-34. So, and he's going to join us. Yeah, it's crazy that basically anything in the dark locked by mitts in this was not required at all.
Yep.
Yeah, just the crystals. That's it. Yeah, mitts. Even Spike Cave, where that tempered sword was, that's not locked by mitts. You could do it earlier. Once you have the Moon Pro, it's totally doable. Moon Pro hammer gold.
Like I even had it in Logic with Hype Cave. So
it's kind of the classic. Do you do Spike Cave or do you do Spiral Cave after you beat Hera? Yeah. You do one, you don't usually do the other.
I tend to do Spiral just because Spike Cave is easier to get back to.
Yeah, same.
But there are days or times where I just do Spike Cave because why the heck not? Especially if it's in Logic.
Yeah.
And Seed has been scarce with progression.
Is this the first of the throwbacks that you've done, or did you do the race yesterday too?
I have been in there yesterday at the U race too. didn't do as well like others. I got caught by the surprise mids.
Yeah.
And didn't realize I had boots from Zaha apparently, or where they were, because at some point I had them, but I didn't use them.
They if you watch closely, they actually start out as flippers and they turned into boots. And we do have Hitman joining us. GG's.
Hello, GG's.
Apparently, just finishing this seed is an accomplishment because we have four DNFs.
I mean, mids on lumberjack, like if you last locate them, then you know.
Yeah, as we see a chatter talking about that.
But here's the thing: is like if you're going up to the mountain with boots, I feel like that's a perfect time to scout them if you don't scout them early, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Hitman. That's what you did.
Should.
Yep. I mean, you have to check it at some point, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to, I guess.
We thought you kind of got bailed out by going to Kakariko to get that bow, and that got you the sword, but that actually kind of, relative to what Raylan didn't work out because you ended up doing a lot more stuff. Basically, anything that was locked by the mitts was unnecessary. I don't know. Tell me about your route and how you felt about it.
When I got closer to go mode, I was like, I'm just going to go up the mountain and see if these mitts do anything worthwhile, because so far they hadn't really. I mean, I hadn't even done anything mitts related, but I was like, I got to chase these mitts and just see if I could just get into go mode super quick. But now it's just go to Vu, go to Stumpy, and that's it.
Pretty much, yeah. And even the thing you did get on the mountain wasn't even mitts locked. The tempered sword in Spike Cave.
And then when I was in Mire, I got another tempered sword from one of the chests. Does anybody know what that was?
That's the fighter sword.
Because
it just changes color. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a second master sword, so
it might just change to what you have if it's downgrade.
Yeah.
If it would be a downgrade, that must be all it does.
It uses the fighter sword icon. It's just recolored to whatever sword you actually have. So
yeah, because I forgot that the first sword that I got was the master sword. So yeah, that's right.
So yeah, who knows where gold sword was? Because
downgrading to be unable to finish the seed, because like fighter sword obviously can't hurt Ganon.
Right.
Yeah.
So. And that was a problem in earlier versions, if I'm not mistaken. Like it wasn't a problem yesterday because everything was vanilla, but then in between vanilla and this version, you could actually downgrade your items, and they had to fix that because glove after mitts or a fighter sword with no other swords available would be very bad.
And I'm also guessing there's no way to tell 5-6 crystals until you get them.
There is. You just need to pay attention to the numbers.
Yeah.
It's 5-6, yeah.
Like I did a second map in the light world to confirm that Hera actually was crystal number 6, because I didn't think about it and just glanced over the number. And when I was off the map check, my brain caught up with what was happened. I think, was that at 6? And I reconfirmed. But yes, you can do that.
But we're not sure it matters because, like, Waterfall Fairy didn't have chests. And so we were thinking that maybe you could throw your sword, your bow into the pool in the Pyramid Fairy and get upgrades. But now we don't know. Pyramid Fairy has chests? Okay.
Okay.
That's okay. Thank you, Gil. Gil with the information.
Like, I mean,
yeah, because
since the Silver Arrows upgrade was out there, I kind of suspected it, but it's potentially possible,
right, because our speculation was all for before you found the silvers, and then once you found the silvers, we're like, okay, so what is Pyramid Fairy now, and why isn't? But it begs the question: why didn't Waterfall Fairy have chests?
I mean, Waterfall Fairy is just like the red meringue and the red shield, or no?
Correct.
Well, what else is there?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you can get a green potion, but throw a bottle
so
in.
like there's no reason to do extra checks in there just because the upgrades there aren't really worthwhile.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know there are people that prefer a red boomerang, and I don't know that anybody cares enough about a shield to do that.
I did find it kind of funny that I got the 3 shields in reverse order in the seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed one. Like,
There was one in Hookshot Cave, I think. You didn't
yeah,
get that
okay.
one.
So I wouldn't have gotten them out of order anyway, because I would have gotten
Mhm.
them 3-1-2. But like, yeah, that's
Yep.
because of lateness.
Yep. No idea where Gold Sword was. I'm actually really curious now where Gold Sword was, but we'll never know. Maybe it could be just deep in Turtle Rock or Swamp Palace being the
Turtle Rock, Swamp, like. Do we know where the flippers are? I never saw them.
I got them.
Yes, we saw them.
King's Tomb. King's Tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you remembered because I sure didn't.
Well, GG's everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I think almost all of the runners that are running. I think we've got one more runner. Looks like Smirk is still running.
Yeah,
Flying
he's actually
Platypus
in
Dimitri
GT.
finished. And then MM2 just finished with a 139.01. I hope you enjoyed all of that. Do you have any other thoughts before we head out of here?
Just thanks for the restream. Bringing the nostalgia races to the people. I'm looking forward to the next few days to see what versions and potentially new modes we're going to get to play. Definitely a learning experience for me too. I've been around from, I think, version 29, which is still already 7 years plus.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, we've played version 31 longer than the rest of the versions combined at this point. So, and Hitman, I believe you didn't start till it was version 31, right?
Correct. Yeah, I started in early 21, so yeah. This is my first time playing a non-V31.
So I do have a little bit of upside knowing the menu strats and non-quick swap things, and I still remember most of it, even if it's not really used much anymore. But yeah,
I think it took me about half the seed to. I think it took me about half the seed to not try to quick swap.
Fortunately, it doesn't do any. It's not like it screws you up. Like it's nothing.
Right.
Nothing happens, right? I mean, it can screw you up, but not in the sense of like you don't end up somewhere unexpected or doing something weird.
Well, after that, though, I was better prepared on my item selections. Because before that, I'm just like, oh, I can just quick swap to this. Nope, can't do that.
All right. And we do have another race at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern tonight. I got to adjust for time zones since everything's using the Universal Time Discord command now. So 9 o'clock Eastern tonight, there'll be another race with this same set. I suspect, Raylan, you'll be in bed, but Hitman, are you going to play the other one?
I might. We'll see. It's right around dinner time, but we'll see if I finish up quick enough.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it as well, but I've got other things going on that are going to make it tight, so we'll see. Fear Agent, you going to play the one tonight?
I will not. Okay, right. I'm busy.
Yeah. I mean, like I have a meeting and I have a meeting at 7 online. It's like maybe I finish in time and can get set up on the beauty of online meetings, right? All right. Anything either one of you want to add before we go ahead and turn this back over?
This is a very fun little event they're putting on for the history of Rando. So it's fun to celebrate.
Absolutely. Like seeing how vanilla V2 still was, and then how far we've come today, to have the comparisons, definitely interesting. Great event.
All right, that's going to do it.
I'll turn it back over to Tobias.
All right, that's my cue. And I'll say thank you all for watching, first of all, but also thank you to everyone who made this restream possible. Thank you to Raiden Tank here and Hitman for allowing us to restream them. Thank you to our amazing commentary crew, Tracy M and Fear Agent. Thank you to Jack C, and thank you to everyone who's been in the race celebrating the 10th anniversary of A Link to the Past randomizer. We on ZeldaSpeedRuns are definitely going to be restreaming the the race later today. So if you want to watch and find out how that's going to go, just tune in at the right time. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. We'll see you around, and I'll just rate you over to Smirk JD, and let's cheer him across the finish line, I'll say. Until next time, see you on ZeldaSpeedRuns. Bye, everyone.